Do you want to know the story of the Man of Steel? You'd be astonished to know that Rickey Henderson has played 25 seasons in Major League Baseball, or MLB. Stay tuned as we delve further. Rickey Nelson Henley Henderson, popularly known as Rickey Henderson, is indeed the MLB's stolen base maestro, who was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame on his first ballot appearance in 2009. Yeah, you heard that right. Born on the 25th of December 1958, Rickey Henderson is a former American professional baseball left fielder who is well known for playing in 9 teams from 1979 to 2003 in 25 seasons in Major League Baseball. Certainly, it also involves 4 separate terms with his original team, the Oakland Athletics. Henderson is hugely appreciated for being the greatest leadoff hitter and base runner in baseball. He maintains MLB records for professional stolen bases, runs, unintentional walks, and leadoff home runs. During his profession, Rickey Henderson used the highest mix of strength and speed that could break several Major League Baseball records. But what made him known as a powerful player in baseball history was his passion for the game. Henderson was quoted saying, "If my uniform doesn't get dirty, I haven't done anything in the baseball game." Let's get a glimpse of how Henderson developed this sincere level of determination for the game. Interestingly, he was born on the way to the hospital in the back seat of an Oldsmobile in Chicago, Illinois. Later, Henderson joked about the incident, saying, "I was already fast. I couldn't wait." Another interesting fact about Henderson is his unique name. His name, Rickey Nelson Henley, was inspired by the name of American musician and actor Ricky Nelson. Henderson was born to John L. Henley and Bobby Henley. When he was just 2 years old, his father transferred to Oakland, California. Henderson, from the age of 2 to 7, resided with his granny in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, and then he relocated to Oakland with his family. Tragic struck Henderson's childhood as his father passed away in an automobile accident 10 years after leaving home. His mother went on to marry Paul Henderson when he was in his initial years of high school. Thus, the family adopted the surname of Henderson, and he got the full name of Rickey Nelson Henley Henderson. When Henderson was a child, he learned to play baseball in Oakland. Although naturally gifted as a left-handed thrower, Henderson could also bat right-handed. This is one of the rare qualities for baseball players that Henderson possessed, particularly as a non-pitcher. Your mind will be blown to know that Henderson ranked among the 57 position players believed to have batted right and thrown left in the complete history of Major League Baseball from the 2008 season. Being the most successful performer to do so, Henderson afterward addressed his unique skill. "All my friends were right-handed and swung from the right side, so I thought that's the way it was supposed to be done." It was in 1976 that Henderson graduated from Oakland Technical High School after mastering his gaming skills in baseball, basketball, and football. He was ranked as an All-American running back player with 2 1,000-yard rushing seasons. He also undertook the task of track, but didn't continue as the schedule of the play was not in alignment with baseball. Let us tell you that Henderson was actually a player who was encouraged to play football by providing him with over a dozen scholarship offers. His mother wasn't keen on him pursuing the offer that came from his dream team, the Oakland Raiders. He rejected the scholarships at the suggestion of his mother, who believed that football players didn't have stable and long-lasting careers. However, it was in 1976 that Henderson signed with the Oakland Athletics, which kick-started his career. It was then, in 1980, during his first Major League season, that Henderson broke the history of Hall of Famer Ty Cobb's 65-year-old American League stolen base record of 96 with 100 swipes. In 1982, Henderson stole 130 bases and thus went on to break the Major League single-season record of 118, set by Hall of Famer Lou Brock. "He's the greatest leadoff hitter of all time. I'm not sure there's a close second," said Billy Beane, who's an ex-Athletics general manager. Henderson married the love of his life, whom he met in high school, Pamela. The adorable couple have 3 children, Angela, Alexis, and Adriana. Interestingly, Rickey Henderson represented 9 teams over his 25-year profession, including the Athletics, Yankees, Padres, Mets, Red Sox, Dodgers, Angels, Mariners, and Blue Jays. He ushered the American League in steals 12 times and went on to be the record holder with 1,406. And that's how he earned the nickname, Man of Steel, with grit, perseverance, and dedication to the game. "It wasn't until I saw Rickey that I understood what baseball was about. Rickey Henderson is a run man," said Athletics teammate Mitchell Page. "That's it. When you see Rickey Henderson, I don't care when the score's already 1-0. If he's with you, it's great. If he's not, you won't like it." Don't get stuck into the belief that it's only Henderson's speed that is his strongest skill. In fact, he ensured to utilize it to set records for runs scored, 2,295, and unintentional walks, 2,129. The 10-time All-Star won the AL MVP award in 1990, guiding the league in runs scored, stolen bases, and on-base percentage. He finished in the top 10 in MVP voting 5 other times. "He was one of the best players that I ever played with and obviously the best leadoff hitter in baseball," said Hall of Famer Dave Winfield. We cannot deny that Henderson has won several record-breaking awards in his career. Henderson won 2 World Series, in 1989 with Oakland and in 1993 with Toronto. He spent most of his profession in left field and received a Gold Glove Award in 1981. He finished with a .279 batting average with 3,055 hits and 297 home runs. He gave electrifying performances through his gameness and flair for baseball. His autobiography, Off Base: Confessions of a Thief, was released in 1992. "There was only one Rickey Henderson in baseball," said George Steinbrenner, former Yankees chairman. His 25-year career upgraded him to the top 10 in many other categories, including career at-bats, games, outfield putouts, and total chances. His high on-base percentage, power hitting, and stolen base and run totals made him one of the most prevalent and innovative players of all time. He was further well known for his insatiable attachment to playing baseball and a buoyant, eccentric, and quotable personality that both baffled and entertained fans like no one else. When statistician Bill James was asked if he thought Henderson deserved the position of a future Hall of Famer, he responded by saying, "If you could split him in 2, you'd have 2 Hall of Famers." Henderson finally performed in a major league game in September 2003. But his gameness for baseball made him continue to perform for independent minor league teams over the next 2 years. However, Henderson officially retired from baseball in 2007, thus making fans wait to see more of him. 2 years later, in 2009, he was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York. One cannot forget how, at the conclusion of his July 2009 Hall of Fame induction, Henderson hinted at his prior speech, saying, "In closing, I would like to say my favorite hero was Muhammad Ali. He said at one time, quote, 'I'm the greatest,' end of quote. That is something I always wanted to be. And now that the association has voted me into the Baseball Hall of Fame, my journey as a player is complete. I am now in the class of the greatest players of all time. And at this moment, I am very, very humble. Thank you." As of 2021, his Wikipedia page noted that Henderson ranks first all-time in runs scored, 2,295, and stolen bases, 1,406. 4th in career games played, 3,081, 13th in at-bats, 10,961, and 25th in hits, 3,055. You'll be amazed to know that he has the second highest career power speed number behind Barry Bonds at 490.4. His record for most career walks, 2,190, has since been broken by Barry Bonds. Henderson is now second, but continues to hold the record for most unintentional walks, 2,129. While his career batting average of .279 is considered somewhat modest for a leadoff hitter, his walks helped him post a stout .401 on-base percentage, OBP, for his profession. He posted an OBP of at least .400 in 16 separate seasons, with a high mark of .439 in his 1990 MVP season. Henderson averaged 115 walks per 162 games over his career. His favorite quote, when asked about his different records and achievements, was, "You have to score to win." When asked to select the best player in baseball history, Henderson didn't like to rank anyone. He mentioned how there are several guys out there who have played different games quite well. However, he noted that he doesn't know anyone who has mastered everything. He even declined to be rated among the game's greats by saying that he hasn't mastered the homers or RBI, and it is the only little thing that he probably has mastery over. Did you like watching our video on a great sports person like Rickey Henderson? If yes, like the video and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.